Oh, zombie. How? Nice one. Okay, okay. What's up, lovely athlete? How are you doing today? Some people believe that you might be living in the end times or the world is ending soon. At the same time, some people are still disagreeing about the shape of the earth, whether it's circular or cubic. Well, my friend, from this side of the world, people are busy farming and feeding their animals. But what's the greatest blessing of the day is you, my friend, joining us on this episode, a special and unique child of God. Big up to yourself and much love. Through this episode, we shall be spreading good vibes to the whole world while reacting to incredible videos. Make sure you don't miss out. Watch till the end because there is something specifically for you, a video that might speak to your soul. But before we reach to that point, my friend, hear what the book of wisdom is telling you today, a message for yourself. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. These are the words of Jesus, my friend, from the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 28. An interesting passage, right? Well, let's talk with this creator and dive in. Thank you, Father, for this day. Thank you for the words from the book of wisdom. Thank you for giving us strength, Father. Thank you for your precious child, today's viewer. Thank you, dear Lord Father, for we are together with them in this episode. We give you glory for that, Father. Dear Lord, thank you for the blessings that you shall pass to them, Father. Thank you for through this video, you shall give this viewer hope and renew their minds, Father. Dear Lord, as you do incredible things for this viewer, include us too, Father, and bless us together with them. Forgive us all our sins, Father, and bring us closer to you. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Now, child of God, let's take a look at this.
Here we go, different format. I pulled out just a little bit to show the Hellfire making contact with the UAP. This is a much different format. And we're going to zoom in a little bit closer, take a couple of looks at the Hellfire making impact. It does indeed impact what appears to be the back half of this unknown object flying off the coast of Yemen. Right there it makes impact. You can see it knocks it off course. And as you're going to see, somehow or another, right there following the impact, these three objects appear in the sky following the primary object right there. So the primary target turned into not only one, but four targets now. There's 1, 2, 3, now 4. It survived the strike. And the gentleman that testified before Congress said, nothing that we have should have survived that strike. And it turned into 4, 3 smaller ones, and then the main primary one continued on. This one here turned out pretty good. You can see that these things are the same shape and same size. Look at that. And this one here started to glow for whatever reason, almost as if it had some sort of an energy field around it. Maybe it was some sort of a propulsion system. This one here started glowing, and then that one there started glowing. The smaller things you see are reflections off the top of the water. Those things definitely had density. Let me go back to that one right there. That one right there turned out pretty good. You can see those things clearly are the same shape. Those aren't random pieces of debris, guys. So whatever that missile impacted, it didn't seem to affect it hardly at all.
What type of object or technology is this? Did you hear this stuff in this world, my friends?
Bizarre. What's up? I'm gonna post this on my TikTok. I want y'all to check this out. This is Vegas. It's a Friday night, a little after 10 p.m. As you can see, there's some clouds in the sky. But check this out, guys. Wait for it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now check this out. I've been here for some years, and that's just the sky. Look, just regular sky, nothing there. And then there's this. I'm gonna try to zoom in, y'all.
what is really going on in the world right now. Sometimes these videos feel so unreal. Like, look at this. This is something crazy, unbelievable. Is this normal lightning?
What in the world? No thunder.
What? If I was told this is a clip from a movie, myself I could perfectly believe it.
I got no idea what's going on, guys.
Hi. And it's just in that one area where there is some
Still
massive
letting it
clouds.
roll. I'm just gonna get enough of this. So this ain't no AI and no. This is happening, and it's like different clouds, guys. I'm gonna show you these other ones. See, this one just it won't stop. It seems like it has to stop.
Huh? If this is not some science experiment by fellow earthlings, this is strange. That is extremely strange. Is that some normal weather phenomenon?
Have you ever noticed that a giraffe's fur is made up of polygons? Or the wings on a dragonfly, more polygons? You'd think trees grow in circles, right? But no, a tree canopy breaks up into more polygons. In nature, all of these processes start with randomly located small seeds that grow out in circles initially, but as those circles start bumping into each other, like one tree into the next, they are forced to then spread out along straight lines. These regions are called Voronoi cells, and they appear over and over in nature. You can even do it three-dimensionally, like when you blow bubbles in a constrained space, their intersections form polyhedrons, shapes made up of flat planes.
Oh, wow. That's something interesting to learn today. Did you know that before this video? I didn't. Hi. Wow. What are these people making? What? What's going on there?
I'm going to show you one of the oldest magic tricks in the world. It's called the linking ring. See, the magician would take the rings and link them right in front of your face, just like that. Now, they could link one at a time, or you could have all three linked on one. You could even have it like a chain and have them pop off one at a time, even two at a time. But the fun part is when you go nice and slow and you don't know when it exactly unlinked. Sometimes they link and unlink and I don't even notice. You ever have those days you walk into a room, you forget why? Now, on a good day, you can get it to link with one hand. Now that is the chain again, we won't do that. Now it's 2 and 2, but this part is the one that I find the most fascinating. Because we give it a spin, and that's called centrifugal force. But if I snap my fingers, it'll pop off just like that. And I'll go in slow motion so you can try and catch it. You won't, but you'll try. And then on 3, it'll fall right off like butter. 1, 2, 3. And that is the linking ring.
Yeah.
The plus.
I feel more confused after that video. Did you notice any trick?
Look at this thing we just found. It's got a Starlink, a bunch of cameras. It's a surfboard with a Starlink and a bunch of cameras. What is going on here? What is that thing? I've never seen. What the heck is that thing, dude? That's crazy. It's got its own internet. It's looking at us right now. How's it going? What the heck? Right in the middle of the ocean. Look at this. What is going on? Is this thing driving itself? Like a surfboard with Starlink and cameras on it in the middle of the ocean. Look at this thing. It's got cameras, it's got a FLIR on it. Dude, this is the craziest thing ever. Look, we've just found a thermal camera and a Starlink on a paddleboard. Like some spy software. It's driving itself. It's got a propeller. Oh, and I can see it moving. There's more of them? What?
That's some technology that the mermaids use down there. What could that be anyway? Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here the silent discourse again. English people are full of surprises. If my grandmother showed up on this place, these people could be really be whipped. You could think they have gone mad.
Have you ever wondered how tugboats work? I mean, how do such tiny ships move such massive boats? Well, it's actually pretty cool. Tugboats rely on having a very high power to tonnage ratio, meaning they have a lot of engine power relative to their size. For example, a massive cargo tanker might only have 0.13 horsepower per ton, whereas a tugboat could have up to 10. So all they need to do is get these big ships moving, and their inertia usually takes care of the rest. But how is this possible? They use supercharged engines, literally. Tugboat engines are often the same ones you'd find in cargo ships, trains, and power plants. So how do they use these engines without, I don't know, flipping over immediately? Well, tugboats have extremely strong and compact hulls that are low to the water. This gives them a low center of gravity that allows the engines to spread their energy more evenly and prevent the boat from flipping over. So what's the most powerful tugboat in the world? That would be the Island Victory, a Norwegian vessel with over 477 metric tons of tugging strength. That's enough to pull 10 of the biggest ship ever made at the same time. And you can follow me for more interesting videos.
Wow, that was something interesting. Humans are adorable, my friends. Those things were made by
When
athletes.
you are invited to a wedding feast, don't sit in the seat of honor. What if someone who is more distinguished than you has also been invited? The host will come and say, "Give this person your seat." Then you will be embarrassed and you will have to take whatever seat is left at the foot of the table. Instead, take the lowest place at the foot of the table. Then, when your host sees you, he will come and say, "Friend, we have a better place for you." Then you will be honored in front of all the other guests. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Then he turned to his host. When you put on a luncheon or a banquet, he said, don't invite your friends, brothers, relatives, and rich neighbors, for they will invite you back and that will be your only reward. Instead, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind. Then at the resurrection of the righteous, God will reward you for inviting those who could not repay you.
Ah, my friends, that's very true. Be kind and humble. Humble yourselves and you will be uplifted.
See, y'all don't believe shit is real unless you see it on the news. Well, look at this shit. In China, they're saying that they shot a UFO out the sky. Now, I want you to look at that. You see right there? I need you to understand what's going on right here. Look at this right here. There it is. And there it goes. Now you gotta ask yourself this. After all these years of people saying that they saw UFOs, that they saw aliens, and they downplayed it, why now? Why are these people letting us see this shit now? I tell you this, exactly what I told you before. Do not believe that they didn't know about anything that's about to happen. Everything that's about to happen, they knew about. The footage that you just saw was on the news in China. It's real convenient how there's a whole lot of crazy shit going on in 2025. 2 + 2 + 5 = 9. And you already know what the 9 means. It means an ending cycle. So what's ending? All of a sudden they're letting us know that they've been in contact with certain things. All of a sudden they're letting us know that they tried to shoot down a UFO over here, but we couldn't do it because the UFO was too fast. All of a sudden they're letting us know that a 3-eye Atlas should be arriving here. All of a sudden the Pentagon is saying that the Anunnaki is supposed to be here in a couple of years or a couple of months or you already know what it is. Whatever it is that's about to happen, trust and believe, it's not a mystery to them. They knew already. So again, you better protect your peace because shit is about to get crazy. I'm out.
Like, what do we really need to know? And this is what they said. You do not have, do not have fear. You are protected. Remember that there is a battle that's happening. And the battle that's happening is a battle for your energy. And wherever you put your focus is where you put your energy. And then they went on to say, which is fascinating, and I've kind of heard this before a couple months ago, So there are giant like portals and vortexes all around planet Earth. That can actually be proven scientifically. Essentially, energetic ley lines around the planet intersect, and when they intersect, they create this portal, this energy vortex. All right. So a lot of the energy vortexes and portals around the planet have been overtaken by a lower frequency, the dark side, the shadow government, the deep state, whatever you want to call them, the reptilians. It's been taken over, all right? And what happens is when there's a really big event like the fires in Hawaii or the war or the bombing in Iran or the war in the Middle East, what we do is when we focus on these really big events, we siphon our energy into the portals so that they can feed off of it. And not only do they feed off of it, but they keep us in a lower state of frequency. That is important. So please do not fear. You are protected. And I have a question for all of you. And I want you to answer this question in your head. And I also want you to type this question out in the comments or the live chat. And here's the question. And please be honest with yourself and the community on this question. Am I choosing unity and gratitude, or am I choosing a side with fear or anger for the other side? Where are you at? Are you choosing a side? The second that you choose one side or the other, you are immediately choosing a linear existence. You are immediately choosing a lower frequency. You are choosing separation. If you are choosing a side, you are choosing separation. You are choosing division. And most likely, I know that you truly believe that the side that you are choosing is the better one. And I'm sure everyone on the other side is believing that the side that they are choosing is the better one. I don't care if you love or hate Trump. There is a lot going on behind the scenes that none of us are being told right now. And all of this is a strategy, whether consciously, subconsciously, from the good guys, from the bad guys, it's a strategy for division. And the reason why division and separation and blame and projection and judgment and fear are actually really contracted for the planet, the reason why fear and separation are actually needed at this time is so that we all realize individually and collectively that that energy, that state of being, is not serving us. It's not serving me. It's definitely not serving my neighbor, definitely not serving my parents, definitely not serving the rest of the planet. We need to experience a low vibration in order to choose a higher one. I guarantee everyone out there who has chosen unity, who knows that every day, regardless of the shit that's happening in the world, you can find something to appreciate. You can find someone to collaborate with. You can find the similarities. When you're choosing unity, it's only because you've been through separation. It's only because you've been through fear. It's only because you've chosen a side. So please remember, everyone, that what's happening right now is needed for the world because we've all been so fucking caught up in this illusion. And the only way to wake up and break through the illusion of this matrix is to feed so deeply into it. When you finally realize that it doesn't exist, that that's not the truth, that it's not this or that, it's not red or blue, it's not Trump or not Trump, it has nothing to do with him. So stop making it about him. Okay? This is needed, no matter where it's coming from. Accept that, stop feeding into it, and live your best life.
He befriended a wild crocodile, but that did cost him his wife. Cheeto came across a severely injured crocodile with a gunshot wound on its head while out fishing one day. He decided to bring the 17-foot crocodile, which he named Pocho, back to his house to rehabilitate it, but his wife was less than thrilled. In her defense, they did have a 1-year-old crawling around, so Pocho was moved outside the house. Cheeto slowly started building trust with Pocho by touching its tail and eventually worked up to kissing it on the mouth. Cheeto spent so much time with Pocho, his wife gave him an ultimatum. It's me and the kid or Pocho. He chose the crocodile. He said, quote, "I like my wife and I love her, but I can get another wife. I can't get another Pocho." After months of rehabilitation, Pocho was released into the wild, but when Cheeto woke up the next day, Pocho was outside his house. No one could explain the bond, but Cheeto thought this was destiny. They became best friends, with Pocho even running to Cheeto when his name was called. Cheeto could even jump in the water and wrestle with Pocho. They remained best friends for 23 years until Pocho passed away.
If you're feeling bored in life, it's because you're not doing enough side quests. In life, you have your main storyline, which is getting a job, buying a house, having kids, all that kind of stuff. But then there are also optional side quests, which give you additional XP. And what do you do with additional XP? You level up your character, you unlock new abilities, which in turn makes it easier to beat the main storyline. Doing side quests, aka trying new things, is what gives you more experience, and it gives you a better idea of what you don't like doing in life and what you do like doing in life, which in turn gives you more things to look forward to and stimulates you outside of just the main storyline. Like on Sunday I went rock climbing, and on Tuesday I went to Korean classes, and it was so much fun. And then because you're more inspired in general, it makes the rest of your life more enjoyable. If you only completed the main storyline without doing any of the side quests, did you really beat the game?
I'm so sorry to ask this, but what does it mean that Jesus died for my sins? Like genuinely, like, what does that mean? And I'm sorry, please don't be mad. I'm like, he died for my sins, but then like, I'm still not allowed to commit them? Like, it kind of feels like he did it for nothing, right? Right? I'm sorry. I just am like trying to, like, I thought he was on the cross. I thought he was like on the cross. But then like, I should be allowed to shoplift at Sephora, right? No.